is Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 13. And YAHAWASHI said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread amongst the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashai, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashai, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashai, HALALYAM, AHBANAWA, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH, LAIWALAMYAM. Double honors to our apostle. It was a great millstone who will teach you on sound doctrines and strong shalom to the hopeful 145,000 and hopeful elect, the large multitude of men, and the rest of the large multitude of men, women, children that the Lord have mercy on these last days. It's your brother HAQADASH representing GMS branch here at Cleveland. Lord willing to bring out a quick and edifying lesson. GMS quick hit, Ezekiel 4 and 13, and the Lord YAHWASHI said, even thus shall the children of Israel, which are you blacks, Hispanics, and Native and Seminole Indians, eat in a speckled bird who look like the other nations and resemble the other nations. All right. Even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread. All right. Among the Gentiles, whether I will drive them. It's that word defile.
Defile.
It says sully, mar, or spoil. Desecrate, or profane. You see? Defile, profane, outside of the temple. The things that we partake in just to survive as a human, or as a in this body, because you got to feed this body, you got to keep this body going. It's a machine. All right, the things that we must consume are defiled, which means they're profane. They're outside of the temple. You see, that's why we have to have the mercy and the grace of the Lord to be upon us, because the food, they pray over the food, they sacrifice the food. A lot of the food is not even food, plastic. It might be, actual, people. Cannibalism is going to be on a high rise soon. A lot of these things that we partake in, we think that's food, or that is consumption, that is beneficial to the body, is actually not anything at all. Even going to some healthy items, a lot of healthy items are not even real. You see, you think they're real, but they're not. And that's the inspiration for this lesson, because this video that my rib has sent me. All right, this is a quick example of us eating our defiled bread amongst the Gentiles, right? Which are these heathens that we're currently subject to at the moment until Yahawah's return. All right, and Esau's demise. See, since he's the control, all right, he's the one that he issues out the food. He bought all the farmlands and all the property and all the land. He owns the money. He owns the land, which is real wealth. He owns the people, which is real wealth. All right, which means if they owns that means he can issue out and he delivers the food. He's responsible. All right, like the scriptures say in Deuteronomy 28, we should go to him for wants and need of all things. You see, he's the one that tells you what you can and cannot eat, man. You have to have a fishing license. You have to have a permit to grow a garden in your land, in your yard. If it gets to a certain point to where it's becoming a problem, or and it disrupts the flow of the cash flow in that city you're in or neighborhood you're in, you're gonna have somebody ride around and they're gonna tell you need a permit. If they catch wind and find out, to prove that, you got even. Sometimes you can't even let your grass get to a certain length before the city fine you. Or you can't have certain items on the front lawn before the city will fine you. Showing you they're in control, man. He has control over the food. I'm going to play this quick video.
Walmart watermelons exploding everywhere.
See that?
Hi, yeah, so I came downstairs and all of the guts of my watermelon was all over my table, as you can see here. So I guess overnight my watermelon exploded, combusted, and I'm not sure why. So here it is again. The inside looks crazy. It really looks like it is a man-made watermelon. It doesn't look like a natural, intricately grown watermelon.
Look at that, man. They're like a balloon or a plastic ball. They're like rubber. It exploded because it was created in a lab. You know? It's not natural. And these are seedless. Seedless grapes. Anything with life has seeds to it. Everything has seeds to it. Okay? Or an example of seeds. Alright? What I mean by example of seeds is like, meaning it's fertile. Okay, it either nourishes the seed, or it is actually the seed. You know, these things that we consume that are supposed to be fruits and vegetables, they're neither. Okay, and when it comes to fruits, you know, it's like, you know, it's like we consume fruit, which means if we consume it, it has to have some type of you know, like for example, with men, they carry the seed, and a woman body nourishes the seed. You know, it's the soil, if you will. Well, same with fruit, it carries seeds in our bodies. You know, it's the soil in a sense, and it sprout into our bodies the nourishments and the nutrients that we need from the seeds or from that actual fruit. Esau took that out, and now you have, in order for it to not have no life at all, you got to completely remove what gives it life. Check this out.
However, I'm just baffled, and I'm not really sure if I want to eat watermelons ever again.
What the actual FCK is going on with our watermelon? Hank Green. It smells so bad.
The second watermelon from Kroger that's been doing this. Oh, that's what it costs. From Kroger.
I cannot make this up. I heard a whistling sound in the pantry.
So like the scriptures say, he that have no care for himself, roughly paraphrasing, you know, how would he, I can't quote it right now, but it's slipping my mind, but the scripture talk about, you know, if he evil to himself, whom will he be good to? Roughly paraphrasing, you know. So Esau's cruel unto himself. You know, he's you know, he has no care for himself, right? He's willing to destroy himself just to get to Israel, man. Just to try to make his point and prove his point. He's willing to destroy himself. Okay? No it's just straight pride with this devil, man. As you heard him, that one sounded like like they was frying chicken, man. You know, this is a curse, man. This is not normal. You know, this is not normal. It's not normal. We'll close with that's why we got to get out of here. You know, we making haste the day of the Lord by prophesying, teaching, you know, praying, fasting, you know, doing the things the Lord required of us to speed up the times, man. You know, so that the Lord can make a speedy riddance to this nigga, man. You know, what I was about to get. Baruch 3. It says 3 and 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity. We're in captivity, man. You know. See what this say. Let's see what captivity say real quick. Being 16:11. All right. It's a great source to use because it gives you a more accurate definition according to the 1611. All right. Time period. All right. This is captive. Let me see. Captivity. The state of being a prisoner or of being in the power of an enemy by force or the fate of war. And that's what he did. You know, it says what? Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity. How did we become captive? How did we become, all right, subject unto payments? All right. Because of war. All right. We were besieged. Okay. A war was declared amongst us, you know. And the enemy took us captive. You know, by force, they seized the city, starved the people. All right, brought a famine, poisoned the food, just like today. You know what I'm saying? The food is used as a weapon. Okay. Right? On the side of consumption. And it's going to be used as a weapon on the side of the lack thereof. So, therefore, you're being killed from the inside out. All right, a slow death. Just like the prophets are doing to Esau. He's trying to do it quicker, though. But the Lord's going to, that's why the Lord's speeding up the time, because the whole time Esau thought he was ahead, but we were ahead of him. It says, so captivity, subjection, a state of being under control. Right. Servitude, slavery, right? See that? So that's what captivity is, man. Behold, we are yet this day in slavery, captivity, where thou hast scattered us, right? It was the Lord's doing, you know, for reproach and a curse. And this is a curse, all right? We're dying we're dying the longer we live. We're dying, you know? Which is backwards, right? Our life shouldn't decrease as we get older. We're supposed to increase as we get older. That's how you know it's death is a thorn in our side, you know? These bodies. When you get older, you're supposed to increase and multiply, not decrease, you know? Supposed to get wiser and stronger as you increase, faster, smarter. You're not supposed to, you know, deteriorate as you increase, showing you that we're in a system that's upside down, man. Because it's turned upside down, and when we increase, it's actually looking like we're increasing, but we're decaying. I mean, we're decreasing because it's turned upside down. But if it's turned right side up, if we increase, we're gonna have no choice but to grow. No death is you know, present, and that's the new bodies we're gonna have in the kingdom. So these bodies gotta go. Esau gotta go. He pushes the concept of what he called food. He buy up the lands, you know, he control the supply and the demand. You know what I'm saying? He control the people who operate the supply and demand. He funds it. His face is on the currency. Okay. He manipulate the people's minds to accepting these things so that even if you speak out against it, now you're the crazy one. This man is everywhere, man. You know, it says, behold, Baruch 3:8, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments, according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power. You see? So it says, and we're subject to payments. So as long as we're subject to payments, it says the borrower should drawing a blank, the borrower is subject to the lender, roughly paraphrasing. So as long as we're subject to the lender, going to him for want and need of all things, you know, therefore we will continue to be, the water we drink is polluted, the air we breathe is polluted. You know, we close with that. Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Right? Our bodies is not at ease. We have disease, which means our bodies is diseased. It's not at a resting state. Our body is discomforted. Right? Our spirits are discomforted in this place. As soon as we're born, we cry. All right, we're coming from a peaceful state, which is the spirit world, into to chaos, darkness, death, pain, agony, you know, so forth, sorrowfulness. All right, separation from power, separation from YAHWASHI. YAHWASHI says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted." See, it shall destroy you even with the sword of destruction. Right? YAHWASHI said, if you don't speed up the times, there no flesh will be saved. Why? Because let alone the things that are consuming us on the outside, but look, even the things we're consuming in the inside. So we're all the way around fucked. The only way we get out of here is through YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. Glory willing is edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, infinite praise, and worship to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Double honors again to our apostle, elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to 144,000 and the rest of the large multitude of men, women, and children. That the Lord will have mercy on these last days. Until next time, blah, 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 DTA soon. Shalom.